Hi folks, Mrs. Culver here, and we're doing our review of domains and kingdoms, right? You will want to use the information in here to make sure that your domains and kingdoms chart is complete. So you might want to have that chart that you made in class with you while you watch this video. Got it? Good. Okay, so biologists divide living organisms into domains and kingdoms according to 4 basic criteria. Whether the cells in the organism have a nucleus, how many cells there are, that is unicellular versus multicellular, whether the organism can make its own food, and how the organism reproduces. So those 4 criteria or differences in characteristics are used to sort all organisms into 3 domains and to sort one of the domains into 4 kingdoms. Okay, good. Let's go through them. Domain number 1, bacteria, also called eubacteria. Here's my example for you. Yogurt. The bacteria in this yogurt helped turn milk into yogurt. Okay, so there's your example. You turn milk into yogurt using bacteria, and in particular some very good bacteria. Let's see, we have lactobacillus and I think 3 other bacteria in this particular yogurt. This bacteria is we call these probiotics, are very, very good for your digestive tract. Okay. What makes bacteria bacteria? What puts something in the eubacteria domain? 4 things. No nucleus in the cells. No nucleus or any other organelles. Unicellular. These are one-celled organisms. They do not make their own food. As a matter of fact, bacteria are feeding themselves on you, for example, when they cause a disease. Okay? And reproduction. They use asexual reproduction. They make copies of themselves. Good. Then we have archaebacteria, archaea. You can call them either one. Guess what? They're exactly the same according to all 4 of those criteria, right? They are prokaryotes. They are unicellular. They are heterotrophs. And they use asexual reproduction. So what makes them different from bacteria? Gee, there must be something else that we use to split these 2 domains apart. Here's what it is. The archaebacteria live in extreme conditions. Extreme hot, extreme cold, extreme saltiness. The chemicals, specifically the proteins in their cells, some of the proteins in their cells are built in such a way that they function and allow the cells to do all the life processes in these extreme conditions. The rest of us on Earth can't do the things that we need to do, like make proteins or regulate the contents of our cells and stuff like that. We can't do those things in these extreme conditions, like extremely hot ocean vents. So that's what makes archaebacteria or archaea instead of just regular bacteria. All right, they live in extreme conditions. So 2 domains down, 1 to go. The last domain, eukaryotes. That means that the cells of these organisms have nuclei. Everybody in this domain has nuclei in its cells. Okay? There are 4 kingdoms. Here's how they break down. Let's start with the animal kingdom, also known as Animalia. There we go. There's an animal. That's Nikki the cat. Hi, Nikki. Say hello to the people. Okay? Animals. They are multicellular. They have 2 parents. They reproduce using sexual reproduction, and they eat food. That is, they're heterotrophs. They don't make their own food. Animals. Let's go outside and look at some plants. Yay! Oh, a basil plant. Oh, it's starting to got a little too much water. Our recent storms. Okay? A plant. What makes a plant a plant? It's multicellular. It usually reproduces sexually, sometimes asexually, sometimes very small ones reproduce asexually. But really count on its normally reproducing sexually. But here's what really makes a plant a plant. It's an autotroph. It makes its own food. There's a nice mint plant. That's still in good shape. Okay? Plants. Let's go inside and look at some fungi. Oops, there's another animal. Let's go inside and look at some fungi. There we go. Here are two of my favorite fungi. Yeast! Why do I like yeast? Because it makes bread, and I like bread. And see the blue stuff in this blue cheese? That's mold. That's in the fungus kingdom. Okay? What makes a fungus a fungus? It's usually multicellular. Usually multicellular, not always. Okay? And it can, some of them reproduce sexually and some of them reproduce asexually. But they're always heterotrophs. They cannot make their own food. Always heterotrophs. Now let's see, what have we got left? We've got protists left. Let's go find some dirty water. Back out to the deck. Look at our watering can. That's some dirty water from our last storm. Okay, our last rain filled that up. I guarantee you that watering can is now full of water with protists in it. What's a protist? Well, we know protists are eukaryotes. The protist kingdom is where biologists put stuff they can't fit into the animal, plant, or fungus kingdom. Okay? So they're always eukaryotes because they're in domain eukarya. They're usually unicellular. Sometimes they're multicellular. They usually reproduce asexually, but sometimes they reproduce sexually. And they usually are heterotrophs, but some of them are autotrophs. So think of the protists as the big grab bag kingdom. Got it? Good. So again, make sure that your chart of all the different kingdoms and domains is complete with this information. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.